Hey guys, some observations I'd like to make based on our war that we're currently in. This is for Town Hall 8s. A lot of our Town Hall 8s are liking to use quad Quake entries, and it's not that quad Quake is something that can't be used. However, I think you need to take into consideration a few things. To get to the point, take a look at first attack we want to look at is on base number 18. If you take a look at 18 real fast, just to scout on it, you see it's very compartmentalized, very small, very compact. And so what Blurry tried to do here was quad Quake to open up a big chunk of the base, and then he ran Go-Ho, which would have worked out perfectly fine. Unfortunately, he just ran out of time because he forgot his Barb King. If you watch that replay, what he does to combat the fact that he has no poison spell, what he does is he loads up wizards behind his golems. He does lure the CC. You see the hog coming in right there. Lures the CC for him, and then it's not that he pulls it over to a corner and kills it, but he does have the CC pulled so that he can target wizards right at the CC in order to try and make sure that they take it down. And they do. But here's the thing. Right now, his golem just busted into golemites. Okay. Here's the thing. With these quad Quake attacks, with no poison spell, you've got, in this case, all these point defenses targeting on his golems. You've got the Max Dragon and Max Loon beating the crap out of his golems. They end up starting to focus on his wizards some too. He's able to pull them, kill them anyway. But it just runs his golems down so far. And then the golems kind of get off schedule or off course, I guess, a little bit with their tanking. And he ends up just running out of time. That's all. Was a good attack. It really was. It was a nice attack. Did its thing. Unfortunately, didn't have the Barb King. You can see he's missing from the bottom. Take a look at the second attempt on this same base. Parody used the same exact entry. Pretty much the same composition. Here's the difference. Does the quad Quake first, never does the lure. Because he doesn't do the lure, the wizards don't take on the clan castle at the outer wall or just inside the outer wall. They instead never really get around to it, and they end up getting killed off. If you take a look, his wizards they take their good old time. They're walking around. They're hitting stuff that's on the outside. A handful of them are starting to go in now, but a bunch of them are dying off. So he doesn't have enough wizards at this point. He's got two golems that are nearly dead because of how many point defenses they were taking on. Guys, these level 2 golems don't have a whole. They can't last that long for a long drawn out funnel and things like that. Got to kind of take that into consideration. Not enough wizards left at this point to kill the loon or the dragon. The dragon only takes a few shots. The loon never takes a single shot. At this point, he only has 3 archers and 1 wizard left in the bag that can hit air. They're not going to kill that stuff. So it ends up being a raid that just falls apart right there. So difference was Blurry pulled the CC and then loaded up wizards to target it behind his kill squad. Another option, if you take a look at David Clean 16, which was Caleb's target. Caleb had used Go Boho, and 97%. You can see right there, 97% was a good attack. Just ran out of time. Had everything cleared out and cleaned up. Just ran out of time. David in cleanup switched to Valks instead of bowlers and was able to lure the clan castle though. So again, Blurry put extra wizards behind his golems to target specifically the CC. David pulls it over into a corner and kills it. I think that with Blurry's attack, if he would have pulled it over into a corner, even without his Barbarian King, I think that would have probably made the difference and got him the 3-star. But take a look at how he kills the CC. Just feeding Barbarians to the dragon with some wizards there to continually hit it. I know Warriors, when he attacks with Conqueror, tends to take a dragon in the clan castle to kill the CC dragon. Kills it over in a corner, lures it, kills it in a corner. Had a slight wall breaker fail. Valks, though, the funnel was so wide, the Valks will bust right through the wall. This turns into a 3-star with no problem. It's a very effective way to use Quad Quake to kill stuff when you can kill stuff over in a corner. All right, so it's option number 2. The last thing that you guys got to remember, I don't really know that I've seen too many people use mass hogs since the update. I know I have with Jace quite a few times. I think I've seen Wolf use mass hogs with Ills a couple of times since the update. I ended up cleaning up base number 18 with Jace, and if you take a look at that replay, both of my attacks this war, I used mass hogs. Why I picked mass hogs on this base was because of the scout. The scout was great. It was so thorough. Even if I was hitting it fresh, though, I would have chosen mass hogs right off the bat because there's only a few places where you can have giant bombs. They don't matter anymore. I don't care if I hit a giant bomb anymore. I know that I can heal around it. And there's no spaces for double giant bombs, so there's no places where I absolutely have to place a heal. But I could, if there was one spot for a double giant bomb and I ran through one there, I'd just have a heal spell there ahead of time, so that as my hogs enter it, because you can heal through the double giant bomb now. But using Blurry's lure point, I knew I could trip the giant bomb that is right beside that cannon, between the cannon and the spell factory. You see it pop up there. He had tripped another giant bomb at the end of his attack, so I tripped it ahead of time, and then I lured over into the corner. I use the poison spells, and I kill the clan castle the same way that David does, only I use the poison spells. Three or four wizards, feeding barbarians to the dragon. Just drop the barbarians underneath of the dragon. Now, the dragon never really targeted my barbarians. It kept targeting the wizards, but because it was under a poison spell, it didn't matter. Now, where my hogs are going in, I got 30 hogs after using 2 of them to trip bombs and get a lure. Okay, I've got 30 hogs plus 5 more in the clan castle. I like this Asian wall thing. Whenever you just put a lot of hogs down and let them run through the base, they will sweep through it in a wave. And when you do that, you have the ability to place your heal spells. You can plan where you're going to place your heal spells. I plan to place one over this wizard tower. I plan to place one kind of between these 2 wizard towers because I know there's a bunch of point defenses here. I know that the hogs are just going to be coming out at a handful of point defenses here. So those were my first 2 heals I had pre-planned. I am hogging away from the Barbarian King so that the last defenses I kill are going to be on the King side of the base. I had planned to drop my clan castle hogs on this corner mortar over here on the west side and use the last heal around the Barbarian King and to kind of cover that last giant bomb a little bit. I wasn't really worried about it because I knew by that time I would have so many hogs left over they could run through the bomb and they could still finish off all of the defenses. And that's exactly what they do. You can see they're going to run through this part of the base. Clan castle's already dead. Get my first couple of heals down. I've already worked through 2 Teslas. Working through a third one under a heal spell. The Barbarian King's there, but what's he doing? He's just following my hogs around. Oh, the other thing was I knew from watching Blurry's attack, his replay, I knew that I had not seen a single skeleton spell hit his ground troops, so I assumed they were all set to air. There was also no bomb tower in this base, so mass hogs seemed like a perfect fit. I could double poison the clan castle. It was such an easy lure. So use mass hogs, kill them kill the clan castle over in the corner. It's easy 3-star. Okay, guys, got to kind of take some things into consideration if you're going to use quad Quake, but also keep in mind that you can use mass hogs now a whole lot easier. And if you're not any good at it, let's sit down, one night whenever you've got some time, ask for some Town Hall 8 friendly challenges. I'll put up Jace's bases over and over again. We got Conqueror. We got other Town Hall 8s. We can all post bases. You can just kind of keep making runs at it over and over and over again until you kind of get the feel for, predicting where your hogs are going to go. All right. See ya.